Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. How's my family today? Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing good. So it's Friday for me, but I know I'm going to post this on Sunday, so I am a little bit ahead of the schedule. Not very well though, of course. So today we're going to be making this basket weave. Or I'm going to try to make the basket weave. It's not the easiest thing. I used to do this when I was a kid and I loved it. And I was like, oh, that'd be a fun background for a journal card. You know, you can glue some paper to the back, cardstock, and have a nice, cute little journal card to decorate, or it can be a pocket. So, and you can even use these in like your art journals to cause some, you know, interaction on the page there, some interest on the page. But I've grabbed some 8x8s and I'm just going to cut some of these up and use them. I've got double-sided and then I've got single-sided, but my single-sided is a cardstock color. So now I'm cutting these at 3/4 of an inch. So if you want to join in with me, you're going to need some paper. You can use whatever kind of paper you want. I'm using cardstock because I feel like it's a little sturdier for what I want to use them for. But you can use whatever you want. So I'm using the cardstock, and also I would advise you to use double-sided or paper that has been coffee dyed, you know, something so that it's got some decoration for, you know, for both sides of the weave. And you can mix it up. Like I said, you can use oops, didn't cut that part. You can use any type of scraps, or you can use whole sheets of paper, and it's all up to you how big it is, how small it is, all that good stuff, okay? So I am doing mine a little bit smaller because the first one I did, I felt like it was kind of too big, width-wise, like the papers. I'm going to try to trim this little tiny piece. This is funny. Watch me not be able to do this very well. Ooh, what do you know? She's getting better at it. So yeah, I've got some Tim Holtz papers here, and I thought those would look kind of cute. None of it is Christmas themed. As you can see, I am really wanting to go back to working with other other themes and color schemes, and yeah, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed at this point with the Christmas, the holiday thing for journaling and for creating, you know, my stuff for journals. You know what I mean. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I don't think I'm alone in saying that, you know, you kind of start to feel a little bit hindered in the creative process with, you know, when you're focused around one theme for a really long time. For me, that's a challenge. So I don't know about everybody else, but it is for me. Let's see here. What do we want to use? I've got some cute, oh, you know what? I also wanted to do Tina's paper. I've got this piece here. I want to try and do something with it. Oh, I did that at 1 inch, didn't I? Shoot. I meant to do 3/4. See, I get ahead of myself. There we go. Thank you for my cutter, Pam. It's working great. I love it. So, okay, so yesterday was Thursday, okay? And I was so excited and so blessed because I got to meet one of you in person. Hi, Valerie. Oh my goodness, it was so fun. We sat and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And it was funny because she commented to me later. She messaged me and said it was 2 hours went by like nothing. I agree. It was so funny. We had so much in common in our life, our story, our health, our everything. Everything. It was just really cool. And so we talked about crafting and how much fun it would be to be able to do like a retreat like Gail does. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be amazing, you guys? That would be the best, to have all my friends with me. I would love it. Love it so much. So yeah, my husband was really happy for me that we got to meet, and Yeah, it was fun. So thank you so much. Oh, and she brought me a bag, and inside the bag were all these wonderful stamps. I was like, more stamps. I'm so excited. I love stamps, you guys. I really do. My husband was laughing at me and he goes, "You've got so many stamps." I go, "Yeah, but there's never enough." I mean, there's always another stamp you love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but thank you, honey, so much for that gift and just blessing me with you just being here. It was so fun. I really, really loved having you over. So in my little hobbit hole, she got to see my little, totally on the wrong side of the tracks, little tiny house. I'm behind the Dairy Queen in Coolidge. So yeah, behind the Dairy Queen. I always call it the wrong side of the tracks, the wrong side of the street. I really, it's funny. I've lived in some of the best homes in town. I've lived in some beautiful homes. I cut that crooked, and I've worked in some beautiful places. Been very, very blessed. And my husband, one of the things that he was amazed at about me when he met me was my lack of like vanity about stuff like that. I don't have like that. I'm just not one of those people that's like, I've got to live in the best house. I've got to drive the best car. I've got to have the best of it. I'm just not like that. I've had the best for me, the really good. And I don't know. I just don't, it's nice to have the conveniences, but I'm content wherever I'm at. So, I'm content in my little hobbit hole for now until the Lord opens the door for us to buy a new home. And when he does, it'll happen. And thank you also, Valerie, for sending me for sharing with me your realtor's page so that I can, when we're ready to look. Thank you. I don't want to hold. Never mind. I told Cordy and he was really happy and said tell you thank you as well. So, yeah. But it was a very, I can do it from this side. Duh. Okay, guys, I don't use cutters every day, so there. So I think that's enough strips for now, and I am going to put this back in. So all you're going to need is your paper strips, and like you can do this is with a 1-inch weave. I just thought because of the proportion I want it to be as far as going into the books and stuff, that this would be a little wider than I wanted. I'm going to grab a drink of water, guys. Oh, and by the way, so sorry for my hands. I've had them in paint. You can ask Valerie. Yesterday when she got here, my hands were clean. Of course, I showed her my watercolor powders and they were no longer clean. I ended up with blue paint all over me. Yeah, but I've been painting so much this morning and playing with gesso and different stuff that I'm just covered. I decided I wasn't going to let that stop me from hanging out with you guys. So now on this one here, the longer one, I am going to trim this down to make it shorter because I really don't need it this long. So let me see here really quick. My little ruler. And I'll just do a tick and then I'll cut it by hand. So these are 8.5. So where's my pencil? Okay. Can you guys see okay? You good? Okay. So 8.5. So that's 4 and what is that again? 4 1/4, right? 8.5 and 8.5 is 4 1/4. Yeah. So it'd be right here. Am I right? Yep, I do believe I'm right. I hope I'm right. I don't like doing math under pressure. I'm pretty, I was off by a little bit. Look at that. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just cutting these down because I don't want these too wide. I don't need them to be super big. They won't fit my page if they are. I guess I could just do these all in one fell swoop, couldn't I? That would save us some time. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to measure it wrong again. How about there? Let's try that. Okay, approximately. Yep, I just cut through all those papers. I know I shouldn't do that, but anyway, there we go. Okay, so now I've got that one ready. I think I'll just go ahead and make one with these. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lay out, let's do let's do C. 5, I think is good. Yeah, 5. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I know there's different ways to do this, lots of different ways, but I'm going to anchor this first piece, this first corner here, because otherwise it's slipping all over the place. It's very awkward. Where am I way too high? Let me see. There we go. So I just laid them out. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, oh wait, I was going to go this way. Sorry, guys. Is I'm going to take the top piece. Oh, I didn't want to turn that over. Tara, honey. Do I want to turn that over? Sorry. I am so confused now. I've got myself confused. Yeah, I did want to turn that over. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to anchor this first piece before I get myself lost again. Okay, and I'm going to corner it so it's even. Okay, all right, now all you're going to do is put this, you've got this one under, so on this one you're going to go over, okay, and then this one's going to go under, and then this one is going to go, oh, is it right? Okay, we've got it over, or under, over, under, like that, over, and then under. Okay, there we go. So that's our weave. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is anchor. I'm going to push this up here and even this out a little bit. This is very fiddly. I probably should have chose a better... Well, you guys are just crafting with me. It's Sunday. So if you want to do this with me, go for it. If not, I would totally understand because I'm making this look way more complicated than it actually is. Okay, how about we do this? Grab a piece like you're supposed to. Okay, now... Tara, I am not happy with the way this video is going so far. Sorry for that. There, okay. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to anchor this whole first row. So this one's going to go under and I'm going to put it right, just right to the edge and right up to this part here, okay? So that they're bumping against each other. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's slipping all over the place for me. So because I don't want that, I'm going to anchor this. Now I'm going to anchor this piece next to it, but it's going to be on top. Okay. And then this one, anchor again. It's going to go like so. Right up against again. Wait, oops, I've got that way too low. There we go. Sorry. Okay. There. Now this one, I'm going to put on the top. I know this is a weird way to do this, but because it's such small pieces of paper, and I'm going to leave this right here because I'm going to trim that off. Okay. So now, now I'm going to go in with my other piece, okay, in the opposite direction. And now this one's going to be on top. So it's going to be like, I glued that a little uneven. There we go. This one's going to go on top. Okay. And then that one's going to go under. And then it's going to go under like this. Okay? Like that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this. I'm going to anchor, put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm anchoring it because I really hate the way it's moving. So it's helping me to kind of keep it in an organized way. Okay. There we go. And then this end. Make sure you're up, you know, as close to your edges as you can get them. And we're going to get another one. And this one's going to go under. I'm going to put a little bit of glue before I even put it under. That way I can just put it under here. Now this first one, it's my error. I got that a little too close. So it's kind of fighting with me a little bit to get it into that weave, into that corner. It goes, but it's arguing with me a little bit. So we're going to go under again. And then under again. So every other, you're going to go over, under, over, under, over, under. If you never weaved as a kid. Now I know anyone out there who's more my age, which most of you are close to my age. You guys remember when we used to do weaving, basket weaving in school? That's where I learned in kindergarten, you know. And I loved it as a kid. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I could sit and just, my grandma even bought me one of those little weaving kits with the rags, you know, that you could use and make little, you know, stuff like back in the day, how we used to make. So much fun. Okay. So this one is going to go on this side. So I'm going to put it, yeah, right there. I'll probably have to trim the edges of this, but there. Okay. So now over here, it's going to go under. And this one's going to go under. No, wait, this one goes on top. Sorry. Right? No. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's this one. It's got to be. There we go. See, if I hadn't anchored that in, I wouldn't be able to move that as easily. So, okay. And then it's going to go there. Scoot it over a little bit. Make sure it's nice and snug. And now, oops, I did it wrong. Okay, guys. Tara is a screw. Oh, that's why. Duh. You're probably all going, Tara. You guys tolerate so much from me. Seriously. I mean, honestly. But earlier, I had to have it out with myself. When I was doing, well, no, I was doing this one. I was working on this one, and I actually said the I word to myself. And you're all probably like, what's the I word? Some of you probably know. Idiot. Oh, I can't stand when someone calls themselves an idiot. And then I turn around and talk that way to myself. So I had to apologize to the Lord and to myself. I was like, Tara, don't talk that way to yourself, honey. That's not right. You can't speak that way to a child of God, for one thing. It displeases him immensely, and it's just wrong. It's wrong to put yourself down like that. And yeah, does anybody out there ever find themselves doing that? I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this, but you know, it is wrong for us to do that. For so many reasons. I mean, not even just because it displeases the Lord and hurts him to hear us talk that way to ourselves, but it also, I mean, think about the voice that you believe more than any other voice you hear in your life is your own. And they've proven that. I mean, that's like Psychiatry 101. I mean, they've proven that we listen to our own voice more than anyone else's. And so to hear myself call myself that, you know, that's not right. So yeah. So thank you for tolerating my mistakes and all of those things, but at the same time, you know, I have to be more gracious to myself. You know what I mean? Because that's not cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this down like I did, oopsie, like I did the other one. I used the art glitter glue, and I just went around the edges and hit it a little bit. Don't have to use a ton. Okay. Let me get my dry wipe. Now these edges that, you know, we're not going to be using, we'll just trim them off when we're done. So just go around and this side. Okay. No, I did that side. Did I glue anything? It's not all glued. I guess I did. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to trim. And now I have a cute little either pocket or face for a journaling card. I think they're pretty cute. I don't know. I just thought it was something fun to do for a Sunday afternoon. See, it's pretty. You like? Where do I have you guys? Gee whiz. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, that's Tina's paper. It was coffee dyed on the back and just regular print on the front. But isn't that sweet? So let's do another one. Let's watch me struggle through another one. They are a little tricky on the fingers, you know. Now the other thing I'm learning how to do, which probably, I mean, I know one of you knows how to do it. I can't remember. Is it Pamela or is it, no, or is it Tina? One of you posted about, I mean, I just can't see my Facebook right now, our Facebook group, but you posted the corset. Yeah. Okay. I'm practicing. Just so you know, you had mentioned to me to learn it. Okay. I'm learning it. I've been watching videos today. So, so let's do, I'm going to make them like 5. I think for me, that's a pretty good size. 5 deep. And I'm just grabbing, this one with the words on it. Let's see. 4, 5. Okay. Or do I have 6? Well, I have 6, I guess. So let's do 6. I'll be trimming it anyway, right? Won't matter. This is 5. I got a lot of that one. Oh, well. Okay. Now, so what did I do the last time? I'm going to go ahead and use art glitter glue. But I anchored the first one here to the corner. Oh my gosh. Tara. Renee. Stop it. Okay. Alright. So I anchor this one right to the corner. Okay. Yeah. You know what I think I might do? I think I might go ahead and do this. I'm going to try something. I think this might be easier for me. And if you guys like the idea, then you try it too. But I'm going to anchor these onto this top one. The way they're going to go. Make sure you've got them together, but not too far over to where it's going to cause you not to be able to weave in between. Which was my mistake. So as you can see, I'm leaving just a hair. Can you see it? Just a hair of space. Okay. And I'm going to take another one of these. And I'm just making sure also that my words are going in the same direction. Okay. And then I'm going to put it on this one. Okay. And I don't know. I think to me this might be a little less fiddly. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know most people don't do weaving like this. At least the ones I looked at online were not doing it like this. But to me this is just a little bit easier than trying to get this paper to cooperate with me while nothing is stuck together. Okay. You guys get me. I know you do, because you're in this with me, and we all kind of go through the same struggles. So we'll just put it there. Okay. I do like the 1/2 inch better on size for the papers. I definitely like that size better. Okay. Last one. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And I know I have more, but I don't want them to be huge because these are going to be in my journal. So there. Now I have an anchor. And now just let that dry a little bit more, just so I make sure it doesn't move, because then I can just go in between and weave. Let's see which direction. I want it to go this way. Yeah. I can just weave this in and out. Okay. That is definitely a little bit easier for me. Definitely. Press it up into itself. Okay. And you know what, I think I'll even go ahead and I could go ahead and just tack these corners as I go. Just flipping this up and adding a little bit of glue to tack that down. You know, doing it here. And then I don't have to mess with it so much when I'm done. I can just trim it, because by then that'll be dry. And yeah, I'm sticking. That's my idea, and I'm going to stick with it. I think so. So we're going to take this one. No, this one goes on top. Sorry. Okay. It's fiddly, I know. I hope you guys don't hate the idea. I just really think they're cute, and I like basket weave, so like I said, I like the way it looks. Okay. There we go. Oops, come on. Get in there. Argumentative little thing. There goes my neighbor again. Vroom, vroom. I hear it. I mean, overall our neighborhood's pretty quiet. That's the problem. He moved in, and it's not been as quiet since he moved in. Because he's always working on some car and test running it and doing stuff like that on it. Okay. This one's under, over. Oh, that's so much easier to have it glued first and then try to move these around. Yeah, way, way easier. Let's see. There we go. Okay. I'm going to glue this one down first. Don't be crooked now. Come on. There we go. You guys see okay? We're good? Okay. Yeah, Cordy should be home soon, or off work soon. Not necessarily home. He's got to stop at the bank and stuff. But yeah, so we'll start our weekend. Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? You doing anything fun? I am not. I'm doing the same thing I always do. Laundry, errands, and then I will come back home, fold clothes, put away groceries, and, you know, just live my life like that. That's my life. I'm just kind of a boring girl. Okay, something's wrong here. What'd I do? What did I do? Do you see? Do you see? Oh, I see where it's at. It's all the way back here. This one needs to go under. Under. Over. Under. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. So yeah, this morning I was watching YouTube a little bit and I saw the coolest video. It was a lady who had, she had been adopted, and after her mother and father, they had both been very good with her about her adoption and made her feel very loved, and she had a good life. But when her mother and father died, you know, she said that her adoptive parents died. She felt like that part of her, you know, was missing still. And her son, he told her, Mom, you need to go and find out who we are. And so she did a DNA testing and ended up, you know, getting a trace through, I guess, through probably Ancestors, or what's it called? Is it Ancestors.com? Yeah. Anyway, and so she ended up finding her uncle. And in turn, he called his sister. And oh my goodness, it was so cool. The mother had feelings of guilt and, you know, her whole life. But the cool part was this. The mom is an actress. And this woman had been watching her mother on television since she was a kid. Her mom, I can't think of her name right now, but she played on That's My Mama. And the little girl used to watch that show because, you know, it was a big deal back in the 70s. It was a really good show. And her mom was on Knots Landing. She was on all kinds of stuff. So anyway, yeah, it turned out this woman was her mom. And it was just such a wonderful story. I was like, oh my gosh. And she came out and they interviewed the mom. She's still alive, praise the Lord. And she said, the first time I met her, I felt like I could breathe again, because when she had her, she had just gone out to Hollywood. She met a guy. She liked him. They slept together one time. She got pregnant. Her parents being very conservative. Her dad was a doctor and everything. Well, they set it up for her to go to this girl's home. You know, back then that's what they did. She went to a pregnancy house where all the girls were pregnant. And she was only like a month along at the time, or a month and a half, something like that. And so when the baby was born, the whole thing was, you know, you had to sign away all your rights to be able to have the child adopted out. And so what they did was, when the baby was born, they covered her face with a towel, and she didn't get to see the baby even. She just got to hear the baby crying. And she said, all I had was a memory of my newborn infant daughter crying her eyes out, wanting her mommy, and me giving her away. And that's what I lived with all these years. And she said, God is so good to me to have given me the chance to know my daughter. I mean, oh my gosh, is that a beautiful story? It blessed me so much. I just sat and cried. I was like, Jesus, you are so good. I mean, you know, a girl makes a mistake, and back then, and she was just starting her acting career, and she had everything going for her, you know, and her parents were like, you can't, and she knew she couldn't take care of a child, you know, that she couldn't give that child a good life. And the baby was adopted by a family. They were in their 30s. They were well established. They really wanted a child. So, you know, she gave her child up, but she gave the baby into a situation where she had the best of everything, and now all these years later they're back together. Anyway, really got to me. It was just a beautiful, beautiful story. I loved it. So now we're going to start a new one. I've got these two so far I've done with you guys. Aren't they sweet? I think they're really cute once they're distressed, and we can decorate them, maybe put a paper doll on them and a little bit of collaging, you know, and they're going to be adorable pockets. And then, if, like I said, if you put your cardstock on the back, you know, you've got a really cute journal card. So I thought these were a fun little Sunday afternoon, you know, treat. Now I've got more of these than I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I have any more? I don't. How many did I use over here, you guys? 6. Yeah, I don't want them to be 8. That's too much, so I'm going to stick with 6. Let's see. I guess I'll use these. Or wait, what do I have over here? Oh, you know what? I have this I love this paper. I could cut this down. I'm going to do that because I really like this paper. And it comes out of the same paper pack, so it'll match really nice. Just bear with me for 1 second. We're going to trim this down. 1, 2. Oops. 3. 4. 6. Making sure I'm on that line. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I really love this paper. It's out of that, the Haberdashery, I believe, is the name of the kit, or the tablet. It's a Paper Studio tablet from Hobby Lobby, but they're awesome. Okay, so now we're going to corner this off. I'm going to do the same thing I did the last time. I think that for me is probably the safest method, because then I'm not, I'm not all over the place with it, and I can just have it tacked down and be sure that I am going to mix these up. I don't want the words to be in line with each other. Okay. There we go. And again, make sure you're just a hair's breadth of separation, so you have a little bit of room there. Just that little bit of room. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I know. I knew people who were adopted when I was a kid, but I don't think I know anyone now. But I remember they went through the foster service, and they were in a foster home that was my neighbor's. That's how I met them. And then the mom and dad wanted to adopt them, so they did, and they were wonderful, wonderful people. And then now, to this day, I'm still friends with them on Facebook. It's a brother and a sister. And yeah, they had a good life with those folks. So anyway, I just thought that story was beautiful. And so fun that she had been an actress, and this girl had been watching her when she was a kid. And one of the things that she commented on was that although she was so loved by her mom and dad and her family, she didn't look like anyone. There was no one in the family, of course, that she looked like. She said, so that was always kind of a place for me that I felt left out. And it's so funny because she's almost the spitting image of her mother. And she said that her friend, when she told her best friend from childhood about what had happened, she was like, oh my gosh, because they used to watch the show together when they were little girls. And she goes, don't you remember me telling you that you look like her? And she goes, no, but you probably did, because I'm almost a spitting image of her. Isn't that funny? So yeah, she would tell her friend, you look so much like that actress. So yeah, it was a very cool, very, very cool story. I like stories like that, where people are reunited with somebody they love, or someone like in that situation. There was another one I saw here a couple weeks ago where a young lady she's in her 50s, and she had been kidnapped, and they found her. Her family found her. And she had kids of her own by now, of course, and everything. But, yeah, they found her. And she had been kidnapped by the family nanny. Isn't that horrible? Yeah, so you just never know even who's watching your children. It's awful. And then back then it was, it was harder, I think, for them to find kids, and people didn't get kidnapped like they do nowadays. I mean, it was different back then. Okay. It's sad, but when, what was his name? America's Most Wanted. Well, I can't think of his name right now offhand, but when his boy was taken was when America really became aware of what was happening out there, because when Adam was taken, Walsh, that's it, John Walsh, yeah, when their child was taken, I think that was when America became made aware of what was possible to happen out there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this end so I can just anchor this down from the get-go. Yep, that's probably even a better idea right there. Just anchor these edges, girls. You'll feel better. It'll be easier for you to weave if you've got that anchor. I like this one. This is fun. I love these. I just love these papers so much. They're very thick, though. If you've ever used them, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, they're super, super thick. 2 more. And then I think I'll decorate one with you guys. Get my wipe. I don't know what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight, you guys. I guess I can let you know what I decided next week. Last Friday, we went out to the restaurant. We went for Mexican food across the street. And it's called, I think it's Casa Palomino. Very good food, actually. Valerie, if you've never been there, go try them out. They're really good. Yeah. And then I'm thinking I might tell my husband I want to go there again. Love that chips and salsa. And then I can have a couple of tacos and I'll be happy. I think I told you guys I went last week. I had the chili relleno, and I had an enchilada, shredded beef, and it was delicious. Yep. But I think it was a little too much, the two things, because the chili relleno was huge, and the enchilada was big in its own right. So yeah, I think I would just order either 3 tacos, because they do like this 3 taco plate for only $7.95. Isn't that a good deal, you guys? Handmade, everything's homemade, very good food. So it's a really, really kicking deal. There we go. There's that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom part so we're all anchored in, and then I'll cut it. See, after I've done it a couple of times, now I'm starting to be like, oh, okay. Now I'm getting it. I'm getting in the groove. A little bit more. All right. Yeah, I definitely like doing it like that better. So, made my life a lot easier. I cut that a little bit crooked. Yay! Okay, that's totally crooked. I don't know how I cut that bottom one so crooked, but I did. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, there we go. That's that one. I think that's really cute. I hope you guys like these. I totally like these. I think I'll go ahead and decorate one of these lighter ones because I want to, maybe I'll do the first one I did because it's pretty cute. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to do some distressing on it. And what time is it? Where are we at on time? Oh, we're doing pretty good. All right, so get my. All right, this one's nice and dry now too. So yeah, I was working on this page earlier. Here, I'll show it to you guys. I always show you guys stuff, even though I'm not proud of it. I'm serious. But this is where it's at so far. Let's see if you can kind of see it. So yeah, I'm not done, but that's where I'm at right now. So we'll see. It's got some nice detail to it. You know, a few things in there. That's why my hands are this horrible shade of green and blue and everything else red, and I don't know. I've got the gesso on me, and yeah. It's so fun though to get dirty and just play. And then I love finger painting. Maybe we should do a finger painting video. What do you guys think? Would you like a finger painting video? Just decorating with finger painting, you know, just having fun. I do enjoy doing that. Okay, now where's my brush? I need my brush. I'm going to go over it just a little bit more. All right. You know what I could do? I could make this one, in fact, I'm going to use black. I was going to say, I could make this one my, I can't think, steampunk thing. I don't know if I will, but let's see how it goes. I'm going to play a little here. My words are kind of all over the place on this one, so I'm not really too worried. Okay. And then I'm going to pull out my regular paper dolls, not the Christmas ones. And no, are these the Christmas? Yeah, these are the Christmas. Never mind. Let me grab the other. Oh, let's see if there's some in here that'll fit. I don't know if they're too big. They might be too big. Let's check. And if they are, I'll use my little guys, which are here somewhere. I will find them. There they are. Ha! Got them. Okay. I was thinking, because these people look steampunkish, you know what I mean? Too tall. I even have my steampunky little trims over here, and I've got some chain I was thinking about using. Let me see here. I have keys, but I also have a few like oddball type. Yeah. And here toward the bottom. No. Let me see. A button, a chain. Okay, I know there's more in here than I'm seeing. Yeah, I actually have some saved to purchase. But like I told you guys, I'm trying not to buy a bunch of stuff. So it's hard. You know, I want to get things that I can use in the videos with you guys. Seriously, and then I'm like, oh, I can't, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I didn't really want to use silver, you know. If anybody's wondering where I got these here came from they came from what do you call it? The jewelry shop I went to back in August that was so expensive. Mitch's over in Gilbert, I think. Yeah, it was over in Gilbert. Super expensive stuff. So what I was thinking was I could kind of build a little collage here with some metal things, you know, and maybe I don't know. I'm just gonna have some fun here, guys. I have no idea what we're gonna do with it, but let's just play. Let's just play and see what happens. If it don't work out, you know, I'll take them off and use them somewhere else. But I'm thinking that I can use some, actually, yeah, I'm going to use some hot glue. Okay. Just going to pump a little bit under there so it meets up. There we go. This should be interesting. Look at these, Sonia. They're like the glasses you have on your card. That thing, that is so cute. Sonia sent me a picture of her her steampunk challenge and, you know, prompt or I want to say entry, I guess. And it was so cute. On one of the pictures, she had glasses on this guy. It looks adorable. I was cracking up. She's so creative. Oh my gosh, you guys all are. It's amazing. I'm serious. I'm so glad I started the Facebook group because we're growing little by little and we're starting. Y'all are starting to talk and hang out a little bit with each other, and I think that's awesome. You're getting to know one another. Can you imagine? We have all these friends all over the world together in this one place. And the cool part for me about our Facebook group is that it's, you know, we're all new. We all started out together, and I think that's so cool because, you know, hopefully, God willing, years later we'll be together, and, you know, and yes, we'll be getting to know new people as we go along. But you know what? There'll always be that group of people that were the first ones, you know? And isn't that a blessing to be a part of that? I think it is. I'm so happy that you guys are with me. Seriously. Seriously. Look at that's kind of cute. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. How about this little random feather, metal feather here? Have no idea why, but I just think it's cute. And then how about princess at the bottom? So I'm thinking I need to put a woman here. Since I'm putting princess on here. There we go. You know, if you guys see this, you'll probably get to see this piece before, if it works out and it's a good piece for steampunk, which I'm thinking it's going to be, because I haven't had time to do my entry, which ain't cool. You know, that's just, it's not cool of me. Oh, look, there you go. We're just going to lay that chain across everything right here. Let it kind of drop on there and hang out. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit more. Let's just droop it over this guy. I don't want to put too much glue because I'll run out of chain. Okay, there's that. There we go. Oh yeah. I think that's cute. Oh, look. I've never done anything like that. That's fun. Now. Where is a little girl or a woman? Aw. What could I put down that she could sit on? She's not really steampunk it, though, is she? Let's see. All right. Let me see. I might not have, shouldn't have put that princess there, but you know what? Maybe I don't care. Maybe it's okay. And I can just put like a, I could put like something straight that looks almost like a walking stick or something for him to lean on. Yeah. Sorry guys, gotta find the right person. I'm almost out too of, oh dang it, that would have been so, oh I wonder, do I still have her in the smalls? Because some of you might know what I want to do. Let's see here if I can find her. I think I do still have her in here. Because I bought a second pack of these, so. Alright. Finding her though right now is like finding. I'm going to pause for a second so you have to watch me dig. Okay guys, I'm back. So I found her. It took me a minute, but I found her. Okay. Okay, so what I was thinking, because this chain is was a little too thick, but what I wanted to do excuse me. Oh, I choked. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I was thinking it would be cute because see, she's sitting in a swing, and I wanted to see if I could put cut the chain the right length so that she could be hanging from a swing. Let's see here. I thought it'd look cute. I'm gonna have to get my cutters, I guess. And of course, I have them actually put away. Where they go. Figures. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, I did get that piece off. Okay. So what I want to do is I want it to kind of hang from the top, like it's coming from above her, you know. And then I was thinking that could hang her so you can't see the chain. Okay. So I just want to make sure it's long enough. Or not too long, you know. Oh, I did cut through that one. Yay. Alright. Now, this piece. I'm going to put another piece, of course, coming from behind her. Okay, so let's lay this one down. It's a little fiddly, but I think when it's done, it'll be worth it and it'll be cute. I hope. Okay, straighten out for me. And my hands are so, I can't feel anything because I have so much glue and stuff on my fingers that they feel weird. Okay, so I put about, I'm just getting an approximate here. Once I get the chain sized and glued down, then I'll go ahead and put her. Come on, Tara. Gee, whizzle sticks. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to certain tasks. Okay. All right. Sorry, my throat. I totally got something stuck in it. Should I use the art glitter glue or should I use the... I'm going to use the hot glue with her because I want her to kind of be raised But I think I'll use the glitter, yeah, the art glitter with the chain. It'll disappear underneath anyway. And I'm just gonna kind of smooth it out. Hopefully I got that approximately in the right spot. Come on, baby. There we go. It's not really laying flat for me. There. All right. Now I have to put this in the right spot for it to be where, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, you guys. I want it to work. I think it'd be cute. I'm just going to run a little more. All right, probably got that a little bit long. I'm going to take it down a couple. Sorry, I'm being so clumsy with this. I'm trying to hold her in place so that I can make sure I know where my line of glue should be. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and stick some glue here, just so I know where to start. Okay. Now see, this chain will lay flat if I get it right, but it's not. I keep getting it all jumbled around. It's crooked. Stop it. Maybe I should do the hot glue. I don't know. What do you think? Ah! I think once it's down, it'll be fine. Okay. I am heating my oven because when I'm done with this video, I'm going to surprise Cordy with some chocolate chip cookies that he doesn't need, but that he loves so much, and he's out of everything, and he's back to eating his peanut butter because he's got this horrible sweet tooth, you guys. He'll admit it. It's the one thing he hates about him, so is his sweet tooth. There we go. I want the chain to look like it's behind, you know, like she's sitting on something. So that's why I was going to put the hot glue on her so she'd be raised a little bit. I hope that makes sense. I hope it turns out. Ow, I just burned my thumb. Good job, T. Just letting you guys know. Just burned myself. Okay. Let's see here. Set her so that I want it so she looks like she's holding onto that chain. There we go. Aww. It's working, you guys. Look, isn't that cute? Okay. Now, what can I put? Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what? Where are they? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pause for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I grabbed my Tim Holtz that I never use. It's this book for the ideology clippings of sticker book, you know, and I found this one, Learning to Fly. Isn't that cute? It's perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Well, you know why I'm excited? Because I did finish my steampunk entry into our challenge. I was like, oh, that's great. So the leader of the group doesn't do the entry. That's not cool. You know, And my husband, he was like, have you done your entry? No, I have not. He was like, honey, I think you need to do it. Here we go. Okay. So it's going to go right here. And then we are going to do one more thing. Hold on. I'll be back. Okay. I found her. We are going to add this adorable little Tina butterfly to the mix. Okay. I'm going to do it with some hot glue so she stays up a little bit. And for anyone who's been hanging out with me long enough, you'll probably know what I'm going to put on the butterfly. That's right, a piece of bling. Gotta have the blingage. I'm sorry, I went over again. I didn't mean to. If you're still with me, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me so much and letting me know that you were with me. I love when you all tell me, and in that way I know who I was keeping company with that day. Okay. There we go. A little bit of glue. A little bit of... There we go. Oh, let's get my little... I don't want to drop this. Oh, where are some tweezers? Here we go. Okay. Ah, I dropped it anyway. T, what is wrong with you, child? There we go. Aww. I love bling on the backs of the butterflies. I think it's so cute. So there we go. There's our steampunk entry. Woohoo! I'm going to post it right now so you guys get to see it before you actually get to see this. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow for Mass Monday. Have a good one. Bye. And God bless you.